Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LPL 2025 Split 1.
Champion does fairly well at dodging out on the Ezreal skill shots. Well, if I'm doing that versus an Nautilus, that then becomes a lot more tricky.
Here we go. They have no idea. It's a ooh, wee, wee, ooh. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, there we go. There's the wall as Milky Way looks to move in. Jija gonna try to sidestep as best he can. And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Flash is getting burnt by the supports.
Oh, interesting. I'd love to see how that ended up playing out. Looks like a cheater recall comes through from Gala. Rookie!
Oh, no. Tangyuan is so close. He will be able to walk it out, but Rookie getting the better of him.
Now a gank topside as well, Milky Way.
Yeah, Milky Way putting that wall down. The Shy has a level up, but the problem is he doesn't have enough mana. He's going to flash away. Milky Way in hot pursuit. Dodge out on the Skittles, man. Dodge out on the auto. He's just too slow. And Milky Way will pick up first blood.
Red buff able to do the damage there. Milky Way finds the gank in that top side after Jija moved his way. And already looks like 5 people from both sides of the map are going to come up. Smite secures the second one. Remember, all 3 does give you that marker on the feet. Engage comes through.
Lola misses, and now he's the one who gets engaged on. Fate Sealed lands on a 1, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 for right now. Now Rookie's in the middle of multiple members, but he's going to chunk out Milky Way. Milky Way's got to have the fancy feet going. Jachi trying to poke him away. It'll be a 1-for-1, but 3 grubs going over to IG.
Yeah, Jachi there missing out on a very large amount of the skill shots. Quite a significant damage missing from the Ezreal in that fight. And that then calls for Stranglethorns to come down and a full commit to the dive. But fortunately enough, Xiaoshu able to dodge out, makes himself feel nice and safe under that turret, and it's going to be traded. So Jija spends a lot of time on that top side looking for a dive. Milky Way wasn't committed to a lane at that stage, finds himself a Drake in response.
As the grubs have been started by IG, over the wall is Tangyuan waiting for a position. I smell a tasty Fate Sealed potentially. They're trying to get this 1 grub away. Here come the roots, and it goes over to Milky Way as they go all the way in.
Rookie vouched forward.
Kills are going everywhere. Rookie is the one who gets hit with a public execution, and now RNG's got the 4v3 as they start chasing down the Shy. Hook lands on the Mako as they're chunking him out. He's forced to flash, but Chachi taken very low by the Shy, will limp out in the Karthus ultimate with just enough mana. Mako, see you later, as Milky Way gets him from downtown, and now the Shy is caught in a 3v1. It's just extra kills going over to RNG, and they're able to stop the stack too.
And that is beautifully executed. Versus AD carries and vice versa in the mid lane. I think that for the time being, RNG quite happy with how those assignments had been laid out. You got your Ezreal in the mid lane, can ulti either side of the map, and now Lula.
The hook goes on to him. Public execution is there. The barrier got burnt, but it doesn't matter because an Ambessa is going to try to chase you down. Gala managed to get under that turret, and nothing left in the tank for Xiaoshu. But Milky Way is going to get to safety. Give that one 5 big booms, Rude dude.
Boom!
Boom! Boom! Boom! Boom! 5 grubs. Xiaoshu is on the way. Mako and Jija here to try to back up their mid laner as they will be able to take out that turret.
So that's a win then for IG, and I think that some of the expectations for this roster certainly holding true, even though RNG are definitely...
Things for RNG, they were pinging that turret in the mid lane and just didn't really have a wave to be able to deal with that, and they just decided, hey, you know what, Xiaoshu, you can get this turret. We'll give you the solo gold for it.
In the game, because Atakan and the Drake both spawn within about a 5-second window of one another. Atakan's going to be top lane, the Drake is going to be bot lane, so it's that duality really, you know, it's the same type of thing as when you get Elder and Baron spawning at the same time. What do you do? Obviously the stakes are a little bit lower, but there's going to be that choice to make for both of these teams. Obviously going to be the voracious Atakan, so you get that faux death. This is what we were talking about. As soon as we get into these 5v5 scenarios, the IG's composition is going to be a lot easier to try and play out. That's why I was scared to see this game go a little bit later. Why I was scared that RNG hadn't snowballed this game and weren't completely that window now for this composition that we expect to get outscaled thematically to really try and hammer home an advantage, to nullify some of those scaling disadvantages later on.
Yeah, and you can see Lola just moving up very aggressively, trying to do what he can as Tangyuan getting pushed off just a little bit as there's now a fight over the red buff. Here's a flash hook. Knockups are there. Fate Sealed. Down you go, Jija. As RNG get the pick they were looking for.
Be so brutal against RNG. You've got not just Rookie and the Shy pelting skill shots from afar, but now Gala as well going to be looking to pump out the damage.
Yeah, we talked about how RNG doesn't have a whole lot of snap engage as they're attempted here. Tangyuan has to back out. The knockup is going to land on Nagala, but Lilla is so low, and he's going to be the one rooted up, and the Shy and Rookie slam him down. Xiaoshu is on the backside on that teleport, but guess what? The RNG health bars are just too low.
Yep, and the engage is fluffed. It's not great, and Lilla pays for it with their life. Tangyuan goes forward, has to retreat back, and IG going to take themselves a second dragon. Largely uncontested after a really solid sequence of plays through the mid lane. When we're seeing the teams group up as 5, Yanni, we're seeing IG come out on top. If we see these short skirmishes, the more scrappy fights, that's where IG, or RNG rather, are thriving.
A bit of a rough early part of the game for IG, but they are really playing their
time to do or die for RNG. This could give them the boost they need to close out this game. It could also give IG the route right back in.
JJ is far away, so he's not going to be able to take it away. Milky Way will secure it. Mako's going to go down. Lele on the side. He's just going to try to deal with Gala for now as they blow up Rookie. Here's the knock-up, and they get Zhaki. Now Xiaozhu getting chased down, knocked away, shielded up, sure, but I don't think you're going to survive. It's a triple kill for JJ, but the Baron to RNG.
Okay, so Tongu and Milky Way, the two survivors with the Baron, maximum effect. I think that opening up fights with Karthus ulti, you're guaranteed to get it onto all 5 members, and it does full damage to them. You're not using it as an execute, for example. Whilst that can be very effective, getting a full maxed ulti out is very useful.
Lands on Mako, Fate Sealed whiffs, and Tangyuan is forced all the way back. Lilla goes down, and the Blast Cone will get RNG out of dodge.
Milky Way still with that as Zhaki here steps forward. Gala lands the Seeker.
Do it. Don't do it. It's a bad idea.
We're all thinking it. He's thinking it as well. Decides better of it.
That could have been so cool.
And then they see him immediately. But one of the things to keep our eyes quickly on is that Milky Way actually on this Karth is very, very farmed, has a lot of experience. Level 3 Requiem already, coming into a fight around this dragon. Now's about the time where you look to back away, call down that Requiem, get that fully channeled across all 5 members. Stacking up these dragons, IG so far 2 for 2 with RNG, and Tangyuan, the one who takes the pressure, starts it up.
Look at these health bars. They're so low as the poke is coming down. Multiple members rooted. Ezreal coming through. Fate Sealed lands onto 2. Here's the Karthus Requiem. He's safe. Mako will go down. It's a 4v4. Public execution gets the job done. And Xiaoshu is out like a thief of the night. But look at Gala. Gala to the back line, but not a Gala moment as he's unable to close out on a kill.
Yeah, dives in, tries to execute Xiaoshu, but misses out on the Void Seeker that would have taken him down. Ends up landing it onto somebody else at the backside of the fight, but the execute didn't come through. That fight, not as warranted from IG as we've seen in previous instances, and they weren't able to land that.
Started up here for IG. Minimal vision, but they do see it. So RNG immediately heads over. The Shy has teleport available, but he's not close. This Baron is getting melted. He flashes over and steals it. Hook goes down. Knockups are there. Milky Way with a hero play. Gala's got a flash over the wall. Rookie is low. Requiem is there, but the Shy comes over the wall to try to save the day. The problem is the health bars are so low. He manages to find 2, but he dies himself, and Rookie and Mako are thanking their top laner for saving their lives.
It's a big play from the shot. Karthus still packs that punch, and how much of it it's going to be, because level 18, you know, we're looking at very minimal amounts of MR. It's Locket from Mako, which is going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Flash, hook, Gala is going golden. He's not quite dead as the knockups are there. Tangyuan on the back line can't do anything, and Gala does fall. Mako's going down too. A very safe Karth assault will chunk everybody out. Jachi is going to get the better of JJ here. The Shy is hooked, and he's in the middle of a lot of bodies. Rookie gets knocked up, and he will be chased down and go down. And RNG takes the first step to shocking the LPL as they will make the death march to take a Game 1 victory.
We sub in Lilla to super carry the game. Milky Way and Tangyuan have been doing damage the entire fight, but it's the bot lane for RNG that come up trumps in the end. The Nautilus flashes in, picks Gala out of a lineup and takes him down.
A little bit of lollipopping, but hey, many will say that's player skill, knowing what their champion can do. Game 1 to RNG, and they fought hard from minute 1 to the very last.